Doc, wake up. It's emergency. Doc, wake up.
What? What's the
Wake
problem?
up. I can't tell you. I have to wait.
Wait for what?
I gotta wait till you're in your chair.
How'd you get in my house?
Don't worry about how I got in your house.
Okay.
What's your problem?
Doc, it hurt when I pee. Really bad.
It hurt when you pee.
It hurt when I pee.
Okay, so that's actually a good problem. Are you sexually active? I'll take that as a no. Let's see. There is another issue. You could have bladder cancer. That's also an issue. I'm not Googling this, by the way, just letting you know.
I'm just gonna ask if you're Googling it.
No.
Like WebMD, you sure?
Obviously not. I'm not going on my MD. I'm an actual doctor. Alright, let's see. What symptoms did you have this morning?
Well, this morning I woke up and I went to the bathroom like I normally did.
Okay.
And it just hurt. Felt like I was peeing a razor blade.
Okay. Let's see. Swelling?
My
Feet swollen?
My feet are huge.
Feet are huge? Alright. Tired or weak?
Yeah.
Bone pain?
Not really.
Not really. Loss of appetite?
What do you think?
Well, you're a big boy. You probably won't. Lower back pain on one side. No, it's advanced. You won't have that.
Okay.
And being unable to urinate. So, how often have you gone to the bathroom in the last day?
In the last day, 15 times.
15 times?
But it's never been like a full emptying of my bladder.
Right.
It's been like little bits at a time, but it feels like constant pressure, like I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. So, since I know you very well, obviously, since you walked into my room in the middle of the night, so there's some genetic causes, and since you like genetics, I'll tell you some genetic causes.
Alright.
So, in chromosome 9, there are a couple of genes that you may have, including FGFR3, RB1, HRAS, and TP53, that cause the formation of the bladder. They control formation of the cells. So when their protein is transcribed, they have a particular set of proteins that are formed that cause your bladder to be the way it is. So if these genes are changed in any way, what happens is you have these weird alterations in your cell formation, which essentially just changes the structure of your bladder, and you can have a tumor based off of that. So do you have any family history of this?
I do have family history of it, yes.
Your grandmother, right?
Yes.
You told me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, are you around any smokers?
No.
Have you had, it's a long shot, but have you had a parasitic infection?
Like up the shaft?
No.
Okay,
Well,
no,
yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, none of that.
Okay. Radiation? Probably not. Chemical exposure? Also not. Alright, so there's 3 different kinds of bladder cancer, which could really affect you. Now, the one that I think you have, granted, you'd probably be in stage 0, is transitional cell carcinoma. What that basically is your cells that line the bladder have formed tumors based off of that chromosome 9 and a couple of different factors. So the tumors can form in these from the cells and prevent the bladder from opening and closing. So your bladder probably can't open properly. That's why you've had the urge to go to the bathroom a lot. And it's really common in the United States, especially among white males. So this isn't really a surprising thing. But you are a young man, so that is surprising. It mostly takes place in older white males. Now you have SCC, or squamous cell carcinoma, which is when cells appear in your bladder in response to infection and irritation. Over time, they become cancerous, and squamous cell bladder cancer is rare in the U.S. It's more common in parts of the world where you can get those parasitic infections, as you mentioned earlier. And then finally, you have adenocarcinoma, which begins in cells that make up the mucus-secreting glands in the bladder. Adenocarcinoma is really, really rare in the U.S.
Are you sure you're not Googling this time?
I'm not Googling this.
Okay.
I just have a couple of notes here on
Alright.
my laptop.
Alright.
Every doctor does this.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. Alright, so treatments. You can get surgery if it gets extreme. We can remove parts of your bladder. But that's extreme. Or you can remove the bladder completely. You can have intravesical therapy, which is probably what you think it is. you have a catheter inserted, and you have some medicine shot up into your bladder. That's a little extreme, but it could happen. And you also got chemotherapy if it gets like stage 2 or 3. And then finally radiation therapy if things get crazy. But treatments are usually combined, but in your case, I think you're at stage 0. So stage 0, you have a 5-year relative rate, 98% survival.
Okay.
Stage 1, you have an 88%. Stage 2, you have a 63% chance of survival over 5 years. 3 is 46, and 4 is 15. Still, you could still survive, depending on how good your doctor is, and I'm a pretty good doctor, so you probably survive.
Are you sure you're a doctor?
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
Alright.
I can confirm it.
Okay.
Alright, so prevention. There's no real way to prevent it. And if you beat it, hopefully, what can happen is you can get it later because, as I said before, it's common in older white males. So don't smoke, maintain a healthy diet, no more hamburgers, okay?
Sorry.
And there's a no cure-all cancer treatment. There's just those general factors. Just don't smoke, have a healthy diet, have some kale,
But kale is awful.
Kale is awful. And yeah, other risk factors, age, gender, white males, that kind of thing. And overall, I think that you are in good shape. Now give me your urine sample, and then we'll test it, and I'll call you later and see if you're good.
Thank you, doctor.
Sounds good.
All right, so I need you to fill this up with as much urine as possible, and then we'll test it, and I'll see if you have some urine from bladder cancer or not. All right, sounds good.
Alright.
All right.
Nice bathroom you got, Doc.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
and thank you for your urine.
You're welcome.
I'll just put it in my fridge here.
You're gonna put it in your fridge.
Can you help me open the
Your
fridge?
food's in here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Doc, your food's in here.
It doesn't matter.
Doc, that's not safe.
That's okay. We'll just leave that there.
It's the best sample in a while.